Hi folks, welcome back to my channel, home of the Stronghold Crafter, and you're looking at the Hotwire Foam Factory's 3D scrolling table, which has been a major help in a lot of my cuts that I've been doing with the polystyrene, which I will show you shortly. And I will also give credit to other tools that have been a major help with what I've been doing. And let me see, what else can I show you real quick? We have the freehand router, which is very good at cutting in shallow indents, which I'll explain further once I show you what I've done with it. And it can also be used for other various shapes depending on how you bend the wire. And I also have the engraving tool, which has been very helpful as well, which I will also show in further detail. And last but not least, I have what they call a hot wire knife or a hot wire tool of sorts. It's not made by the same company, but in a pinch it worked. So I'm going to pause the camera and come back, and I will show you more as to what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm back. Now, as before, I showed in a previous video the working drawings I was talking about. I'm not going to go through all those again in detail since I already did that video, but it's good to know. One thing I neglected to mention was this slide tool, which you can use the handhold tools with the Hotwire Foam Factory. You can place it here, and it becomes very helpful when you need to make certain height adjustments and you want something stable, you just want it to slide across. And I'll talk more about that when I get to that particular part. As for now, what we have here is the actual roof of the keep. And I wanted to go a little bit dynamic with how I carved in the actual tiles. And this little impression here is going to be where the actual trapdoor is going to go. So I'll just leave that to your imagination. And also, here we have the front of the keep. Same thing, freehand router right there. Gave it a very clean cut there. As you can see, I can vary the height. And these crude looking holes here are the actual arrow slits, which was on the original drawing. I didn't think they had to be perfectly neat, so I just used the hot knife. And you have to think though, some things just can't be absolutely perfect when they're built in real life anyway, so I'm sure there are some minor imperfections with castles to begin with. And I also used the hot knife up here to cut these out. Now, according to the drawing, you saw there was some other parts that went in front of that. So you can see this is going to be covered with this piece here. And if you can just imagine this in 3D, this piece here is going to go on top with the crenellated merlons. And I'll give you a closer look here. Because I used the 3D scroll table, I could vary the angle and come out with that nice angle there. That'll make it a nice trim effect once it's put together. This piece here, which is one of the pieces of 4, you can see there, I did all the carving with the blocks, and I also did some carving on the back, which came in handy with the freehand router. Forget about that tone, it means nothing. As you can see there, I did this so it would look like the archers had more room to fire than what it appears to be. And I pretty much freehanded some of that work there. And the other pieces here. That is going to be for that side wall. And that'll be the piece for that side wall. And of course, let's not forget about the rear, which is almost a mirror image of the front wall. Front wall. You know what I'm talking about. So, as I was saying, and if you're following with my guidelines on my website, I cut them out, I detailed them. I also did a dry fit test before I decided to go on and do the detail part. Why? Because obviously if you cut it wrong, it's not going to fit right. I even had to shimmy some other stuff, like this piece back here wasn't fitting quite right, so I had to shimmy that. I just reset the table and just shimmied off a piece, which was a very good time saver. And of course I made some mistakes, which does happen sometimes. Oh, very good point to keep in mind. Mark your pieces, like I've written in the website. You want to know where your pieces are going. Otherwise, you might put them together wrong. Now, I can't take credit for the dry fitting technique. I got that idea from another guy on YouTube. His channel is Terrain Noob, and if you get a chance, check it out. A lot of good information on there. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you want more information about all this stuff, go to my website. It is strongholdsoffantasy.com. And if you would like to see more videos of this nature, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.